Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our August 1st Fireside Chat. For those of you on the phone, thanks for joining us. And if you are on the phone, again, we'll remind you to please mute your phones until the end of the broadcast when you have an opportunity for questions. That way it just keeps it, the background noise limited for those that are watching this broadcast later on YouTube or are maybe driving in their vehicles today. So thank you for that. Thanks for joining us. I wanted to take a second to I wanted to take a minute to go over our agenda for today. I'll touch briefly on the council vision statement. I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing our new Director of Field Service to you, Michelle Hurt. We'll have Jubilee update, some great camp updates as we wrap up our summer camping season. Of course, we'll have an update on our Jamboree, which is basically a little less than a year out as far as getting our contingents out there. A training update on some great things that are coming available to you as far as training, fundraising, which is always something that we're working on year round to make sure that our programs are funded and sustainable. Hot and heavy into the membership campaign as we begin to get back to school here this fall. And our ever popular show and tell with Sheila. So thanks for joining us. So I just wanted to reiterate, we haven't talked about this in a little while. About 5 years ago, some members of the executive board and some members of our community and volunteers across all levels of scouting got together and really tried to look at what we are and who we are as an organization and establish a vision statement that can help keep us focused and working on the things that matter the most to us as a Mid-America Council. And what that group came up with and what we've been really using as our guiding principles and light for budget process to program design to governance structure of the board, as well as our staff structure and our support structure that we put in place, is a vision statement which is unparalleled experiences for more youth. The more youth being an emphasis on our Cub Scouting program, because all of our Boy Scouts come from Cub Scouts and a decent amount of our venturers do too, or certainly the siblings or sisters of our Boy Scouts oftentimes get involved in venturing as well. So it's that unparalleled experience for more youth with an emphasis on our Cub programs that have been really driving what we've been doing as far as decision making and our efforts over the past 5 years. Now, to define for you, we went a little bit further, the unparalleled experiences part. That's defined as a program that creates value, enthusiasm, robust growth, and retention of our program participants. So when we're doing things like putting together a vision or an idea or a thought around high adventure programs or older boy programs for summer camp, we really think that investing resources, and I define resources as labor, both volunteer and staff, and dollars around, for example, the Tri-State High Adventure Base, which we started up a couple of years ago. That made sense. It fit our model of unparalleled experiences, and so therefore required the investment of labor and resources. Our Operation Eagle that we ran out at Camp Cedars this summer, based on feedback we were getting for a need for some older boy programs going on out at Camp Cedars to bring some of those older scouts back that may be looking for something more than just a merit badge earning opportunity. So we developed an Operation Eagle program for our older boys. So these are the kinds of things, for example, that we're looking at in terms of making decisions on where we spend our time. Again, both volunteer and staff and dollars in the light of Tri-State High Adventure Base. So that vision statement all fits within our mission of the Boy Scouts of America, and I just wanted to reiterate that with you. Unparalleled experiences for more youth, and that's what drives what we do. I will now have the pleasure of introducing to you Michelle Hurt. She is our new Director of Field Service. Michelle has spent her career here in the Mid-America Council, moving up through various roles. I'll let her define some of her past duties and assignments that she's had that led to her successful appointment as Director of Field Service after Nathan Young has gone out to become Director of Field Service in Indianapolis. And Michelle has taken over the helm for a few months now, and we're just thrilled to have her in this leadership role. So Michelle Hurt, everybody.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon. Like Eric said, I have kind of spent my entire career here with the Boy Scouts. I started as an intern at the University of Nebraska with the Learning for Life and Exploring division. And from there, I went to the program team, was the activities director, and then back to the Learning for Life and helped oversee both the exploring and at that time the venturing programs. I recently have given leadership to both Soaring Eagle and Lewis and Clark prior to this transition. So I'm very excited. I've been spending a lot of time out in the field getting to know not only our professional staff here, but a couple of the key volunteers. So it's been a great first run, and I am excited to announce that our current membership stance is about 150 plus in total traditional. So we are making great way. We had a great June 30th. So the field side is coming strong. We've got lots of membership stuff to talk about, which I'll get to share with you here in just a little bit, but I'll turn it over to, I believe, Lisa, correct?
Or Dan if he's on the phone.
Or Dan, are you on the phone? Okay.
All right. Lisa's good.
Hi, it's Lisa Russell, and I'm here to talk about Jubilee coming up October 14th to the 16th of 2016. We're very excited. We've crossed the threshold of over 1,000 registrants. We have a lot of people still in process, which means they haven't finalized their registration. Make sure some of you have gotten an email making sure that you have confirmed your lodging. We do have people wanting some lodge rooms and cabins, and those are sold out as of now. So if we have people who don't want those and want to turn those back in, there are other people waiting. We have a wait list that's growing that of people who are interested in having those. So that's an exciting thing. That's an exciting problem to have, but plenty of room still left on Jubilee Hill. We'll have a giant party up there for Mid-America Council, Cornhusker Council, and Overland Trails. We're very excited. And we still have space over at Strategic Air and Space Museum for your Cub Scouts and their families that are interested in that option for Saturday night. So lots of new things. I'm going to turn over to Mike Evano because he's the king of fun in the program area for Jubilee.
Hey, Lisa, quick question before you leave. How many, we just recently did a direct mail postcards right to every family, right?
Correct. This is our second in the series of 3 of direct mail postcards going right to every registered family in the Mid-America Council, Overland Trails, and Cornhusker Council. So look for those mailings. You'll have one more before school starts. And at Roundtable Program Kickoff this August too. So look for a nice display, and you can ask questions. If you have any unanswered questions, that's the place to be, is at Program Kickoff in August in your districts.
Perfect. And I got one of those cards too, and I went online and checked out the information that's on our Facebook page, as well as at mac-bsa.org under the Jubilee button. And one of the newest things that I saw, which is being updated pretty much every week, is our brand new map for Jubilee. So I thought this would be a great opportunity from a program side to just take you on a quick tour of what you'll be able to find at Jubilee. If you zoom in here on our map here, you have, first of all, our adventure area, where you're going to see a lot of crazy stuff. In the north side, you're going to see the adrenaline rush, rock walls, trebuchets, obstacle courses. We've got a new initiative game biathlon that the ropes committee is putting together, plus all those adventurous sides of Boy Scouts like Order of the Arrow, Nanny Bazoo. All of that kind of stuff is up in the adventure area. If we go up to the far north, you're also going to see that we've got our trades area jam-packed with all of our area skilled trades. The Teamsters, the iron workers, steam fitters, electricians, everybody's going to be there, along with the Union Pacific Train Simulator. Very cool stuff. Going down into the center of camp, we'll find our Outdoor Expo, and that's where you're going to start to get some of the challenge courses and different races and things that you can do. But also you can visit a fur trader demo, check out what the Audubon Society and the National Park Service has going on, and even make some rope to take home with you. Moving over to our Cub Scout area down there in the center, you're going to see that side by side with STEM. That's where we've got a lot of different things. We've got all of our favorite Cub Scout activities, including our Pinewood Derby Challenge, Nerf Shooting Gallery, and then just tons of fun games that we'll pack into there. We'll also have the Lowe's hands-on activity in the Omaha Children's Museum in that zone. Right there in the center of camp alongside of our activities center is our Scout World. That'll feature our survival camp with Creek Stewart, along with some larger-than-life scout skills, pioneering challenge, giant fire by friction, and some information on national high adventure bases and our own tri-state high adventure base. And then going down toward the south end of camp, you're going to find our STEM area with all of our science, technology, engineering, and math. We'll have the Hewitt Crane Simulator there. We'll be having some digging machines, along with robotics, architecture. Our helicopter landing will happen. And then in that zone, we're also going to feature the Nebraska National Guard with lots of cool vehicles and things, along with the Air National Guard with their stuff out there. And be sure to stop in there if you also want to learn about the amateur radio program and our International Space Station program through the amateur radio group. And then, of course, we've got our ever-popular shooting sports area where you'll be able to put holes in paper as well as throw some arrows at different things. So that is just a whirlwind tour of what you'll be able to find at Jubilee. As I said, that map and the information on it are being updated all the time. So as we're securing brand new people, brand new vendors, brand new activities, we are adding that onto that map. So make sure to bookmark that page so you can check back and look at the latest and greatest information as it comes out. Make sure you also check out our Facebook page regularly, as we will do weekly updates on programming there. And then I just want to do a shout out if you are a volunteer or a vendor that has worked with us before and you haven't gotten in your JOT form, your acceptance form for the actual Jubilee vendor and activity promotion side of it, to please just follow the link that you were sent by whoever your staff advisor is and get that in as well, because that's how we were able to build this list and expand what we've got out there. So if you're somebody that's helped out year after year, please make sure that that's something you take care of soon. With that, I think I'm going to be switching hats over to the camp update side of things. So let's talk about camp. And I'll do a quick change real quick. Mostly just picking up visual aids. As far as camp is concerned, we had a fabulous 2016 out at Cub Resident Camp at Little Sioux Scout Ranch. Thank you to over 1,700 people who chose us as their summer destination for Cub Camp. Of that 1,700, over 900 of them were Cub Scouts out there participating with our programs. They climbed, they swam, they hiked, they did experiments, they shot holes in paper, all of those things that you expect out of camp, and they had a blast at our 6 sessions in June and July. Now, a guide to advancement was sent out to all of our registration contacts who signed everybody up for camp, and more information on things that you completed at camp or any kind of wrap-up information you're looking for is available at gocubcamping.org, and then just click on the resident camp button and you'll find all of that under the program guide section of that website. We'll also then be updating information as far as pictures and video and all of that kind of stuff. But, of course, as is the case everywhere else in the world, we also have a really great Facebook page. Go on to our Little Sioux Scout Ranch Facebook page, and one of our most recent, had this all queued up, one of our most recent additions here is this excellent recap video, A Minute at Cub Camp. So go check that out and share that with everybody. You might even see yourself there if you attended this past summer, because we're starting to go through all those pictures and video, and it's been fun to see all of the adventure again and again as I look at that stuff. So thanks again for joining us this summer. But of course, before this summer it even ended, we started planning up the 2017 program, and we've got a lot of fun already lined up for 2017. 2017's Cub Camp theme is Bug Busters. That's right, capitalizing on a new movie that you may have seen out there. We want to make sure that all of our Cub Scouts have a chance to explore, potentially capture, study, and then release back into the wild all of the critters running around Little Sioux Scout Ranch. So this summer, your Cub Scouts will get to put on a proton pack, run around the woods, and learn everything that they can about bugs and insects at camp. We'll also be featuring a few different things, including an ongoing butterfly survey and study. We are actually in the 3rd or 4th year of working with the local DNR to do a butterfly survey, and as a part of that, next summer we're also going to be adding a brand new butterfly habitat development out at Little Sioux, and our Cub Scouts will actually get to get down into that project and do some planting, some digging, and some learning about how certain habitats help to support butterflies, specifically our monarch butterfly population out there. We'll also be on the hunt for the evil emerald ash borer, trying to make sure that we keep all of our trees healthy and safe out there as we're studying insects. And then, of course, we'll have all of the things you've come to expect: shooting sports, climbing, our lakefront programs, everything offered in all of our activity areas, and our ever-popular waffles. All of that will be offered over our 8 weekends of Cub Resident Camp next summer, starting on June 9th. That's when our first session will kick off in 2017. Dates are going online at gocubcamping.org, where you can find everything new and exciting about Cub Scout camping. And the reservation system will go live on September 1st. Remember, with the reservation system, your pack can go online and actually just secure a spot for your pack for a small down payment. So make sure to get online end of August to take a look at the Leader's Guide as it comes out, and then be online September 1st to lock in your pack's experience at Cub Scout Resident Camp. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Christine to talk about Camp Cedars.
Sounds great. Hello, everybody. From this last summer, we had a great summer. A lot of positive reviews from all the troops that were out. We actually had a venture crew that came out towards the end of the summer, and then we had the LDS encampment week 6, which turned out to be really, really well. So thank you, everybody in general, for coming out and enjoying a great week at camp. A few other highlights that I wanted to mention as far as Operation Eagle. Eric mentioned that we did our new older boy program. We had about 77 scouts this year go tubing down the Platte River, mountain biking over at Calvin Crest, and backpacking throughout Covered Wagon Scout Reservation. So we were very excited that that was a very good program, and looking forward to developing that over the next couple months. Our equestrian program was really great as well. We were able to work with Shady Lanes out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, and had about 25 horses all summer, and staff team really worked hard to make sure that everybody was safe and that everybody had plenty of trail rides and a program available. So that was one area I definitely wanted to mention, as I was mentioning for an entire year as far as needing staff. They came through and they definitely worked hard and provided a great program. For 2017, today is an exciting day, as troops that are currently registered can sign up for their campsite. So that opened this morning at about 10 a.m. So if you are not registered, you can go to goscoutcamping.org and make your reservation today. All you need to do is select an estimated number of youth and adults, and then a $150 deposit, and make sure that registrant contact is a good person to share information with the rest of the unit. I'll be emailing them as far as more updates throughout the upcoming months to where your troop can fully prepare for camp. You will see this brochure come in your roundtable packets, and also kind of throughout the council, as far as this is our brochure for this next summer. We have about 7 weeks that we are planning to offer, and one of those is specific to LDS. It is Monday arrival. That'll be July 23rd through 29th. So that'll be focused for, that's July 17th through the 22nd. But that's going to be a Monday arrival, so where we can fully accommodate for those units. Any unit is available to attend that week, but we just want to make sure that our LDS units fully have that option, as they are welcome any week of the entire summer. So we had a great staff team this year, and it's never too early to apply for camp staff, both for Camp Cedars and for Little Sioux and for Tri-State High Adventure Base. But there are great opportunities, both leadership positions, as most of our leadership is in college-age kids, and you never know if they're going to return or not. So if you're interested in a leadership position, definitely apply sooner than later. If you're interested in teaching fishing or any other bear badge or program that Mike has to offer, definitely put your application in sooner or later. This fall, we will be starting camp staff interviews. I'm going to pass it over to Mike to talk about TSHA.
Perfect. Thank you, Christine. Well, when I wasn't out having fun with our Cub Scouts, I was helping older Boy Scouts navigate over 160 miles on the Missouri River. Yeah, we had 6 or 5 weeks of TSHA this summer with the Tri-State High Adventure Base. It's been mentioned a couple times. And after our launch last year, I'm happy to say that this year we can report almost tripling our participation. We had nearly 50, or we had over 50 people participate, and most of them were youth. We had a great summer of treks. We ended up not only running those 5 crews down the Missouri River, but we actually had 2 crews participate in our brand new adventure, which was a backpacking trip throughout the Loess Hills. So we just had a fabulous summer with those programs. Both of those adventures were really well received by all the participants, and we were so popular, we've got over 20 people already signed up for 2017 through the TSHA option at Cedars. So we're already off to a great start for next season. Special thanks really needs to go out to the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, the Iowa DNR, our National Park Service folks that came out and welcomed our crews in Omaha, as well as the Army Corps of Engineers, who has helped us throughout, but they helped us this year with a special presentation that they did for some of our folks on the last day of their treks. And of course, special thanks to everyone in the various towns and cities that we visit. They have just really been great people to work with and been fabulous hosts in some of the places that we stop. Now, can't slow down because we're already looking at 2017 TSHA programming. We've got 6 weeks on the calendar for TSHA in 2017. We'll be offering both the Missouri River Trek on canoes and the Loess Hills backpacking trek on the trail for each of those 6 weeks. Now, we can accommodate 2 crews per adventure per week, which means we can accommodate a total of 4 crews or 44 people total. Now, all that math gets confusing. If you go on tshab.org and click on the registration button, you'll be able to kind of understand how that works. Just a reminder that if you're registering for TSHA as a standalone experience, you've got to register for TSHA. If, however, you decide you're going with the Cedars option, which is our special shuttle service option that we can do for participants who are attending with their whole troop to Cedars, but then they want to be shuttled over to Little Sioux. If you're doing it that way, you have to sign up for both Cedars and for TSHA, but you're only going to be charged at the TSHA side of things, but we do need registrations in both places. So registration is actually live right now. You can go on and sign up for a TSHA experience. You're not required to have a full, complete contingent, but we really do prefer that groups from a unit, like a patrol-sized group, registers all at once, because that helps us kind of organize our trek and make sure that everybody on the trek already knows some people and feels comfortable with the group that they're traveling with. Again, all the information you're looking for as far as eligibility and making sure that you are preparing properly for your trek is available at tshab.org. We'll also be adding a bunch of new pictures and video and everything from our 2016 season, but we'll get to that as soon as our river equipment dries out after a really successful season. So thank you guys, everybody, for making it a great year for scouting at Cub Scout Resident Camp, at Boy Scout Resident Camp, and at the brand new Tri-State High Adventure Base. With that, I think I'm going to be
Actually, Christine, if you would just share your story that happened at the very end of camp, where we had a troop that was over from Iowa.
Certainly. So my staff team was closing down camp as far as folding up a ton of canvas. And there were 2 gentlemen dressed in their field uniform that just came up to the admin area, and I welcomed them. And they actually were from a troop in just by Des Moines, Iowa. A neighboring troop of theirs came out to Camp Cedars. Not sure what year, but they came out and had a great experience, and they've been talking about it to this other unit. Their scouts were down in Omaha to visit the zoo, and those 2 leaders came out to camp just to see what camp was about, kind of understand program offer, the layout of the camp and campsites. And so I was able to give them a tour. They were very impressed with everything that they heard prior to coming, but also everything that they saw as far as the shower houses, the dining hall facilities, the campsites, just different program areas that we offer. So then by the end of the day, they already put their registration in for 2017, and we have them booked and ready to come on out to camp. So very, very positive experience for those leaders, and I'm excited to bring in new troops that haven't ever experienced Camp Cedars. Awesome. Thanks. I'm going to take the stage for a second, talk about high adventure contingents. We have a lot of opportunities coming up, not only for 2017, but you have to think ahead as far as 2018. For 2018, we have 4 treks going out to Philmont Scout Ranch. We have 1 crew going to Sea Base, which something we're focusing in for Sea Base is the tall ship, which that means about 20 people can go on 1 crew, able to pretty much be on the ship the entire time and not go just out on day trips. So that is an experience that most troops specifically can't offer for the program, but us as a council contingent, we're excited to get a lot of scouts down there and to experience the tall ship crew. Then we also have a trek going up to Northern Tier, not focused for the summer program, but actually focused on their UKPIC winter program. So all of those registrations are currently live to where you can register those online now. You can go to goscoutcamping.org and click on the High Adventure link, and that'll get you to all of the adventures ahead. So I'm going to pass it to Scott to where he can talk about the National Jamboree.
Thanks, Christine. I'm going to fill in, talk about the National Jamboree for next year, but it's still happening. Surprise, surprise, out in West Virginia, they'll be hosting 10, 20,000 scouts and adults from all over the country. We are still sending a contingent out. Will consist of hopefully up to 6 troops and 1 venture crew. The contingent will be making a decision at the end of August, though, if we do need to consolidate any of our troops due to just lack of signups. I do want to send a shout out to Leslie Royal and the Council Camping Committee. This past weekend, the Camping Committee hosted a Jamboree cookout for basically all those that are currently signed up for our contingent and those interested in signing up or learning more about it to come out to Camp Cedars and enjoy some time in the pool, do some shooting sports. They played plenty of gaga ball, and to have a free cookout style lunch provided by BJ Whitmore and his wife Lisa. We did have over 90 people attend that cookout, which was very successful. The kids had a fantastic time. I got some quality time lifeguarding at the pool, so nobody drowned. But also, we did bring up, it's kind of not new news, but something to be on their radar. The biggest reason that kids are not signing up for the Jamboree is the price tag. $2,800 is a large price tag, and we understand that we do want to provide some opportunities for fundraising efforts or something to maybe lower that blow to some of those families. One thing to keep in mind is that all scouts registered for the Jamboree do have the chance to earn a 50% commission on their popcorn sales this fall. And that is for scouts registered to sell popcorn through and with their Jamboree troop. And those sales will be starting up here soon as trainings are happening and we're gearing up for that fall sale. But a 50% popcorn commission can go a long way with some of these scouts that are trying to earn their way to attending next year's National Scout Jamboree. And also, through the National Office of the Boy Scouts, we do have camperships available. The application process is handled at the national level, and it is available to those that are currently registered for the Jamboree only, because you do have to cite your registration number. But those campership applications are due on September 1st. So 1 month from today, those applications are due. It's a couple ways and instances that you can help defer some of that $2,800 to fundraising on your own, or maybe asking for financial support if your situation deems appropriate. But that's probably it from the National Jamboree side for now, unless there's any questions later on. And now I'll turn it over to Lisa, who's going to give us an update on some facility stuff.
Okay, I love this because there's always so much stuff going on in properties. So again, we have a fantastic properties committee that looks over all of our properties, including the Durham Scout Center and the Sioux City office. And so I just want to share a couple things that they've been working on. If you haven't been to Little Sioux lately, you may not have seen the new shower house. We've showed this a few times, but we just in the last month with the addition of rock in front of the shower house, making it just easier and less traction of mud up into the shower house. So we're very excited. That was built by Leader Construction at cost. So very exciting and very well received at Cub Camp this summer and be used for a long time to come. We talked about this a little bit too last time, but logoing up a lot of our items. We're trying to logo up anything that we pretty much can, especially things that are active items that go on the road or between camps or on our properties, getting that fluidly on them so that people can see that it's our stuff, and another way to brand the BSA identity, get that out there. Return of an old friend. The wheel is back up at the lakefront up at Little Sioux Scout Ranch. If you haven't seen it, it's just one of our most beautiful lake properties that we have. It is just gorgeous. And, if you're out for a Sunday drive, call the ranger and arrange to come up and check out that beautiful camp or camp off season with your own family. It's just a beautiful place along with your troop or pack. Would be a great event going up there. We showed the van last month. We didn't show it with this logo. This is our new TSHA van, courtesy of the Missouri River Historical District. They gave us some money to partially help pay for the van. We put their logo on it along with the BSA Be Prepared logo, and we're excited that got used this summer with TSHA, and it'll come in handy, especially with our friends up north, getting kids to camp from the old Prairie Gold Council area. So we want to get those kids to as many events as we can, and if a van will help, that's what it's there for. And if you haven't been to Camp Cedars, let's move over to Covered Wagons. So Camp Cedars has its 4th building. This is what it looks like right now. Amazing work done in the last few weeks. So we have walls. As you can see, that's a view from the south side. Here's a view from the front. Just a beautiful building, letting you see kind of the size as you come up the road towards camp. It's off to your right by the tower and the equestrian area, and it looks fantastic. Here's a look from the basement. Think of kind of a walkout basement. That's the storm shelter on the bottom with 2 entrances to that area. And then we'll give you a little internal. I know they're kind of hard to see, but it's kind of fun just to take a look at. This would be the restroom area. The restroom part will look just like the other 3 new restroom shower facilities with laundry facilities that we have at Camp Cedars. But this will not be the tornado portion of the building. The tornado shelter portion of the building is, again, the walkout basement area. And then here's a look at the inside of the main area. This will be able to be used. It'll have a small kitchenette with refrigerator and range, etc. And then it'll have counter space for serving. And then you'll be able to bring groups. We'll have tables and chairs available to be used for groups of all different sizes to use that space. We imagine there's 2 bedroom areas that sleep 8 people each. So that combined with a nice general area and then a nice seating area around a beautiful fireplace, we think this building is going to get lots and lots of use in us all year round. And then my final picture is some of those finishes. Some people love this stuff. The finishes of that main room that I'm speaking about with its comfortable furniture and area, but it'll be nice warm tones with a stained cement floor, and we're really excited. That is on schedule to be done October 15th. So they're staying on schedule. They're doing a great job. That again is being built by, that building's being built by Whites, the same people who built the 3 restroom facility tornado shelters that we already have at Camp Cedars. So I think that's it for properties.
So next we're going to talk about some training updates. The first event that's coming up that registration is live for now is our 2016 University of Scouting. That's going to be held on November 12th at Bellevue University. Registration fee for that is $20. We have over 100 classes that are lined up, ready to go. So you can go online at mac-bsa.org to register for that event today. Some of the classes that will be taught are classes on outdoor cooking, classes on how to run a Scouting for Food campaign, classes on how to run a pack meeting or a den meeting, or simple skits and songs courses are all going to be taught that day. It's an amazing event. That $20 fee includes a patch, your lunch for the day, and your participation in the events for that day. The next really cool training opportunity that's going to come up in 2017 is a Powderhorn High Adventure Resource Management course. That's going to be held September 22nd through 24th at Little Sioux and October 6th through 8th at Camp Matigua, which is just north of Des Moines. And so this is a co-hosted event with the Mid-America Council and the Mid-Iowa Council. So we're really excited to partner with that council to host that event. Through that event, you'll learn on how to provide high adventure programming for your pack, troop, or crew. You'll be able to have some hands-on experiences with events like scuba diving, high ropes programming, shooting sports programming, outdoor cooking, living history, leave no trace, tread lightly, and a lot more activities. Next month on the Fireside Chat, we're going to have Charles Argo, the event coordinator, who's going to come and present on that. Registration is live for that event. The event fee for that is $250, and that includes meals for 6 days. This is a Friday through Sunday course on the weekend of the 22nd and the weekend of the 6th. Registration is live at mac-bsa.org. I'm going to turn it over to John for some development updates.
All right. Thank you, Luke. Greetings, everyone. A few items for you. First, on the 2016 Investment in Character campaign, those units that achieved their goal on the unit incentive in both pledges and payments at the end of June, they were to get 10% of their funds put into their unit account. That has been taken care of. That happened last week. So we had 55 units that achieved that and were able to receive something from that. So that was great. We are still working towards finishing our campaign for this year. So if you haven't given a gift yet, if you're interested in giving an additional gift, or you know someone who is interested in supporting the council financially, please pass that money along. We can absolutely use it to achieve our budgeted needs. Second thing I want to highlight is each year we bring some postcards out to Camp Cedars, and we have our scouts write some thank you letters. We'll be sending some of these cards out to a number of our donors. based on how many we had and reaching out to them. But I did want to read a couple of them that are a little more entertaining, give everyone kind of some information on what these scouts are writing. So Alex says, I love scout camp because the shower houses. I like to stay clean like it says in the scout law. Another scout says, thank you. I like the food here. We had tacos just like at home. And one more, here we go. I am having fun and went swimming. There are a lot of bugs and spiders, but I'm a scout. So all sorts of interesting things that our scouts are writing. We pick out the best ones to send out, but there are definitely some that are entertaining. Last, as we start our planning for 2017, we will be asking again for presentation dates for the Investment in Character campaign. Start thinking about those as you build out your plan for the year. Remember that the best opportunity is in February, March, when you have your blue and gold banquet, your troop court of honor. That's the best time for us to reach as many families as possible in your unit. So we'd appreciate that. And we'll be collecting more of that information in the coming months. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the newest development director on the Mid-America Council staff, Janelle Ehlers, who will talk a little bit about the popcorn campaign.
Thank you, John. I'm happy to join the Mid-America Council staff here at the office. There's a couple things I just want to go over with popcorn. Our unit colonel trainings are happening just around the corner. I'm going to go through the dates quick of when those are coming up. Tuesday night, August 2nd, is in Thundercloud District, also in Owanasi District. Wagon Wheel is the 3rd, this Wednesday night, and the 4th is War Eagle. On the 6th is Soaring Eagle, also Twin Lakes and Trailblazer on the 6th of August. August 13th is Diamond Dick. August 18th is PLS, and August 20th is in Goldenrod. It's just important that you attend one of those days. If you're not able to attend in your district, you're more than welcome to attend in another district. The next important date coming up for the campaign is August 22nd. It's on that date that the pre-order exemption forms are due, and you would do a pre-order exemption form if you have a need or a reason to order more than 100% of what you sold last year. That form needs to be filled out. August 30th is when unit pre-orders are due in the Camp Master system by noon. So that's another important date. And the sale runs September 24th through October 23rd. And that's your popcorn update.
So, Janelle, all those dates you just listed, where can folks find those again?
They can be found on the Mid-America Council website under popcorn, and they can also be found on the Mid-America Council popcorn Facebook page. Okay, thanks.
I just want to do a quick plug for the August program kickoffs. Each district is unique in the style that they do it, but please know that this August roundtable, it should be one of your highest attended roundtables, and a lot of information is going to be given out there to help kind of guide you out through the years. Some of our different departments will be out there with tables getting information to you. There'll be a great plug for Jubilee, so if you're excited about that, know that there'll be some swag and some really fun promoters there. Our membership items, you know, everybody's district is a little bit different on how they're going to be handing out things. But for the membership department, we're really starting to gear up for our sign-up nights. Our Cub Scout investigators, CSI adventure bags are being put together here at the office. For any new scout that joins, they'll get a walk home from their sign-up night with that. We have stickers, yard signs, bookmarks, Boys Life mini mags, lion flyers, Boy Talk flyers, posters, lots of resources here at the council office that your professionals are getting their hands on to help you with your recruitment of that. So please know that there's also a link on the launchinthescouting.org that's going to kind of identify where those sign up nights are, where you can go for your different units. Please help check accuracy on that, but also know that you can use that to order from the back end as well. If you are a unit needing some supplies, we are stacked both here at the Omaha office and Sioux City office, as well as any of these requests can be made through your district executives. But we'll hit really hard here in the metro area in August, and then through the end of September throughout Iowa as well. But looking for a strong recruitment campaign and excited to kind of start to recruit new families, and open up for Lions. So I'll transition into Luke letting you give an update on where we are on our kindergarten program, the Lions.
Roar! So if we were at a Cub Scout pack meeting, I'd have everyone make a lion sound with me, but we're not going to roar. All right, so Lions are coming, whether you're ready or not. We're going to have a training for all of our Lion coordinators on August 11th at 6 o'clock at the Durham Scout Center. That training's also going to be live streamed for anyone who wants to participate on that. But if anyone wants to participate in that training online, they can do that through the National Lions website at scouting.org/lion. So the Lions program is our kindergarten age program for about 125 of our packs here in the Mid-America Council. Now, as far as our memberships items that you might need to help you recruit some Lions into your pack, your district executive should have separate Lion flyers for you that we'll be able to distribute, as well as Lion packets. And those Lion packets will have most of them will have a Boys Life magazine, a pencil, and then a flyer that we can distribute to all the kindergartners in those targeted schools that are serviced by those 100 packs that are opted into the Lion program. If you have the hats and the Lion Leader books and the handbooks and the shirts are all the paraphernalia are all available at both of our scout shops in Sioux City as well as in Omaha. If you have any questions about the purchasing of any of that, you can work with Sheila, and I'll introduce her.
So quick question, Luke. So regarding that, how many Lion Scouts are we hopeful that might get involved?
Yeah, so kind of our baseline goal is to recruit about 250 Lions into the Mid-America Council this fall, which should be pretty easy. So if we have 125 packs, that should be about 2 per pack. But if most of those packs should be able to recruit a full den of Lions, which would bring us up to closer to that 500 to 800.
So you're telling everybody that's listening and participating in this webinar or this Fireside chat that at our stores we have roughly 350 to 400 books, packets, hats, so that we don't run out when people join, right? And turn it over to Sheila.
Nothing like being thrown to the dogs. Okay. Yes, we do. We are having shipments coming in daily. Along with all the Lions program, we also have got all kinds of Cubby uniforms. So we have thousands of shirts, thousands of pants just waiting for all of you to come in and purchase them. I did bring along some of the Lions products so that you could see it. It is so adorable. Everybody loves it. I don't know if my model could model it, but this is the little hat, and it is tiny. It is so cute, though.
Yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at it. It fits great. Then he's got his little lion shirt. There's his little lion shirt. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. And then for the adults, there's a nice navy polo that has the little lion logo on the shirt. That is really a cute little accessory. Just all kinds of fun stuff, and all of the books are in there. Another thing for a lot of the leaders, we want to remind everyone we have all of the Tiger, Wolf, Bear, Weeblo Leaders Guides, so those are coming in full force. Something special we're offering starting this year is pre-sewn shirts. So when you come in, the only thing you really have to add on is their unit number. For those that don't sew a lot, this is a really great option. You can come in, the patches are on. We can have our seamstress add on your unit numbers, or you can do them yourselves, but this just sort of saves you some time and makes it easier. We still have a great promotion going on. Our Trek Tech shirts last week, $14.99 for adults, $11.99 for youth. These are very similar to an Under Armour shirt. They also count as your Class B, so we've been selling a lot of these, and they can also use them at school. They're a really great liner underneath your uniforms. With all of the roundtables kicking up this week, I want to let everyone know that we will be out at Wagon Wheel and Lewis and Clark this week. I will also be at Trailblazer, so be sure and let all of your families and leaders know that we are coming out with trading posts to those 3 locations. A reminder, this year there's 3 locations where you'll be able to buy from Mid-America Council and your uniforming. At Gottschalk Scout Shop in Sioux City, and then we also have a small location in Norfolk. So for those of you in that area, there is uniforming products very basic items there that you can also purchase, which helps support Mid-America Council. There's just all kinds of fun things going on, and we are so busy in the store that I still need some help. So I'm looking for some part-time fall help, sorry. I'm looking for even some women that have mom hours or dads that have mom hours. We could use some people during the day to help us get through the fall season. We look forward to seeing you, and we can't wait for this upcoming fall.
Great. Thanks very much, Sheila. Well, we started off talking about the vision statement of the Mid-America Council. Now I'd like to close and bookend the fireside chat with the promise to parents. We recognize that a high-quality program experience, an unparalleled program experience, and bringing all of our Cub Scouts in and spending a lot of time and energy around recruiting Cub Scouts doesn't necessarily cover everything that we do in scouting. So we have an addition to our vision statement, which is a promise to parents, and I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. Parents will say Scouting and Mid-America Council offers their family fun and adventurous things to do. This fun and adventure will help their son or daughter develop leadership skills and values important to good citizenship and service to others. So, for example, this is why we do Scouting for Food on a council-wide basis. That's part of service to others. And we believe that it's very important that we included those other aspects of Scouting in some other type of a statement and not leave it out of our vision and what we do. So I wanted to end with that. I would also like to mention, just doubling back on the Jamboree, that we're constantly looking for more staff members for the Jamboree. You can go directly on the Jamboree website and sign up to be on staff. There are going to be shuttle buses running this year for the Scouts and for the staff. So if you've heard that the walking was a lot, which it was, I was there. This year there's bus routes with different colored bus lines that will be able to transport people around to some of the outreaching program areas from their subcamps. So that's a very nice addition that we'll have available to us, which should mitigate significantly the amount of walking to some of those really outlying program sites from either staff areas or the subcamps. So I just wanted to reinforce that we are looking for staff members as well as participants in our Mid-America Council contingents. The next fireside chat will be Monday, September 12th. I would like to open it up if anybody's on the phone that would like to ask a question, a comment, or have a true confession, or there's a rumor that you'd like me to confirm or deny for you. Okay, hearing none, I again urge everyone to share this YouTube fireside chat video with people, parents, other leaders within your Pack Trooper crew so that we can continue to communicate clearly on the upcoming events and activities that deliver that unparalleled experience to more youth. So thanks very much. Again, Monday, September 12th will be our next fireside chat. Thanks, and we'll see you on the Scouting Trail. Have a great day.